finally, let's add some score tracking. Okay, then we can leave it as a good place, as a place that we are proud of. Yes, and then you can experiment on your own or whatever you'd like to do. So let's say score variable, score var for tracking, like this. Okay, I want to set this to 0. Now you just know automatically that your score is going to be accompanied by a font. It's going to be rendered by a font. So let's just create also a font variable. And for this, you are going to say PyGame dot font dot system font. Good. The sys font. Now I didn't think of any fonts in mind, so I'm just going to leave this none. And for size, let's give it 40. Let's give it 40. Let's give it 40. I think that's a good size. Good. Now with this, we still haven't done anything. Okay, this is not what we really need in order to display it, but let's handle some more logic before we think about when we want to display it. So let's come over here now inside our loop. Okay, now right after this key is pressed over here, okay, right after this, I want to be incrementing the score. And it's very simple to do this in a racing game because I know if you have played some of these before. Back when we had those keypad phones, the score just keeps going slow. In fact, in light of that, one is going to go too fast. Let's make it 0.5. Okay, even that may be too fast, but let me see, 2.5. Let's start from 0.5. We'll troubleshoot and we'll see if it's good for us. Okay, now finally, we are still not done. We want to draw the score. So let's come to where we did our drawings. Draw. And let's try to draw our score. Okay. Now we want to create a variable. We say score text. And then we use our font that we created. We say font.render. Good. So you can see that it takes in text, it takes in a bool, and it takes in a color value. Okay. So let's just get working with that. So now I want to render the score itself, but we want to accompany it with some text. So let's use our f strings. You should be fine with f strings by now if you are taking the course. So you see score like this. Now we say comma. Which boolean do you want? So we want true. Then our color value, we want white. So we just populate all the R and the G. Then the B, let's give us white. Okay, good. Now we are not done. Why? Because if we look at this is PyGame.draw, and this time it's just score text. We are using fonts.render. So in place of that, we want to use our screen.blit. We want to blit it. Okay, so it says screen.blit. When I say blit, you just take it like I'm saying display it. So it says screen.blit. I want to take in our score text that we just created. Okay, and then we also want to give it a position. Now the position I've chosen, maybe you'd have to do some tinkering, but I just know maybe as you do is from your intuition may grow, you just know how to be placing this. But yeah, this is the position I want to put it. And now finally we can just test this out. Everything looks good. Let's test it out. And okay, so you can see, I suspected this. You can see the scores are moving quite fast. The whole thing itself is not really challenging enough, but you can call it a day. Now let me address this again. I know that we are just seeing some couple of boxes. I'm saying racist game, but if we really want, we could put some sprites and let's say more animations and stuff. But this is part of the Python course, so I don't want to do that just yet. Okay. If we really want to see that, we should catch me in the PyGame course, because I'm going to be making a dedicated course, and I think early followers of the channel even followed for that particular content, like the PyGame course. So yeah, I think I can do this all day. It's not challenging enough. Again, that can be an assignment to you. Focus on how you can make this more challenging. Maybe slow down the score. Maybe adding some restart message. I mean, yeah, play with it. It's your own project, and if you're able to follow to this point, thank you a bunch. I hope you left a lot of likes and comments and shares, and Also, mostly that you got value from this and your Python skills were improved. Yeah, it's been a blast. I'll see you in the next one.